Hello, Physics Nation. My name is Nate Larmond, and I'd like to make a pendulum with a specific period, that is, a specific time to get through one cycle. The musicians call that 120 beats per minute, which is actually a pretty famous rhythm. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to make something that, swings back and forth take a specific time to swing back and forth? Well, a physics superstar called Christian Huygens actually figured out how to do this. Galileo did a lot of important work surrounding the mathematical relationship between a pendulum's period and its length. However, Huygens derived the mathematical model. So, Galileo described it. Huygens said why. So he used a lot of math I don't want to get into right now, but this is the relationship between the period of a pendulum and its length. So that's what we're going to use. Period equals 2 pi root L divided by G, except this equation is solved for period. That is, period is the output, or the dependent variable, or y, and length is the input, or independent variable, or x. And I don't want period as a function of length. I want length as a function of period, because we want a very specific period, a period of half a second. So how do we do that? Well, it's simple. We just algebraically manipulate Huygens' model. So we're going to undo multiplication with division. Let's divide both sides by 2 pi. All right? Period divided by 2 pi equals the square root of length divided by g, acceleration due to gravity. How do we undo square root? Well, we square both sides. All right, squared t divided by 2 pi becomes t squared divided by 4 pi squared. And finally, we undo division with multiplication. We're going to multiply both sides by g. So we end up with length equals gt squared divided by 4 pi squared. That is acceleration due to gravity multiplied by the period squared, all divided by 4 pi squared. And all we do is substitute in our desired period, half a second per cycle, squared multiplied by 9.8, all divided by 4 pi squared, gives you 0.062 meters, or 6.2 centimeters. All right, so here's my little metric standard. That's what 6 centimeters looks like. And I want the pivot of this pendulum to be 6 centimeters away from the center of gravity. Notice it is not the bottom of the pendulum or the top of the pendulum. It's the middle of the pendulum. I'm pretending the shoelace has no mass compared to the 2 nickels I have wrapped up in this tape right here. So, we ready for the big reveal? Is the period of this thing really half a second? I don't know. Pop, 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 pop. Is that 120 beats per minute? Pop, 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 pop. Well, a lot of famous songs are 120 beats per minute, so this is a fun mashup. Let's see here. Let's double check this. Wee, ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're Mary Tyler Moore. There it is. Bachman-Turner Overdrive. Yeah, so check out this mashup. It's fun. And enjoy making your pendulum tuned to a specific period of half a second per cycle. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.